Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing really well today. I thought that we could spend the week together. I have no work this week. I am just at home, not for any reason in particular. I just had to use some of my time off or else I lose it. So obviously I wasn't going to let that happen. So I have the week off and I thought that we could spend it together, see what I get up to during the week and see if anything fun happens. I have a food shop to pick up today. I have a couple of Pilates classes scheduled for the week. I have some beauty appointments coming up and then just kind of whatever else we get up to in between. So that is basically what this video is going to be. So I hope that you enjoy spending the week with me. Okay, so it has just turned 11 AM. I have had a really lazy morning actually. I have walked the dog, I've had some breakfast, I've just been tippy-tapping away on the computer a little bit. I actually think this might be an obsession and I feel like this could possibly be the worst obsession of all time. I think I'm obsessed with the Google Calendar. So basically every single thing about my life goes onto this Google Calendar. I've just been putting in some of the videos I would like to record, some of the videos like when I would like them to be uploaded. Obviously I've got normal things on there like days off of work, plans. You might know that I've got a little spray tan side hustle, so any spray tan appointments, like my whole life is on a Google Calendar and I have actually just had a great time adding more to it. So, you know, I was looking at like school half-term holidays and working out when things like that are, thinking about like when I break up for Christmas, like you name it. I have probably looked at it this morning, thinking about it with my Google Calendar. So this is probably the lamest and the saddest thing that I will ever admit to, but I actually think my world would stop turning without my calendar. I now need to head to Tesco's to go and get my click and collect food order. So that is, I need to grab some bags out of the utility and then we'll be on our way to Tesco's to go and get the food shop. Thank you. Yes, fabulous. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is everything that we have picked up for the food shop. Although I feel like when you lay it out like this, hello Bingo. I feel like when you lay it out like this, it really does not look like that much at all. So we have, excuse me, thank you. So we have some orange squash, some maple and waffle and maple even, crispy chicken tenders, a still bottle of lemon and lime water, crispy chicken breast fillets, 2 packs of mixed vegetables, a pack of surf laundry pods, 12 free-range eggs, a box of golden nuggets, a box of shreddies and a rolling pin, because the amount of times that me and Cal have needed a rolling pin but we do not have one in this house. So I've finally picked up one of those. So that's going to make it so much easier when we are doing our pizzas in the pizza oven. We have some dog treat sausages, 2 packs of squashies, bread, some bagels. These are going to be part of what I have for my lunches this week because I've got the week off. Belvita crunch biscuits, I like those for breakfast in the morning if I'm having to be busy in the morning. Sultana and oat cookies, 2 packs of those, 2 packs of Trek bars. I've got also a bunch of bananas, but those are way too green for my liking, especially because I didn't remember picking up 2 packs of these, to be fair, but I've got 2 packs of banana bread, and that's what I've picked up the bananas for. But for banana bread, you want them like almost brown, and these are very, very green. So we're going to have to see how those ripen throughout the week. We have 2 lots of the free from carbonara sauce, rich tea biscuits, 2 packs of Graze bars, egg custard tarts. These are such a guilty pleasure for me. Love these so much. 2 pre-cooked chicken breasts, on the vine tomatoes, Philadelphia avocado, washing up liquid, and tinned sweet corn. And that is everything in this week's food shop. The hair has gone up, and you already know that that only means one thing. We are getting some cleaning bits and pieces done. I have just gone and wiped down the front door because Cal did the jet washing on the drive the other day, and so it like all splats up, doesn't it? So all of the front of the door was just a bit splattered and a bit questionable, but for obvious reasons I'm not going to show me cleaning the outside of my front door. But I am now going to go around the house with this. This is the Flash Dust Magnet. This is part of the starter kit, and as just like a quick little once over rather than like a proper full clean, I absolutely love this thing. I think it's so good, and it literally does what it says on the tin. It is a magnet for the dust. So I'm just going to run around the house with this. I would record this for you guys, but my camera's showing that it needs charging, and I feel like I've only just took it off charge. So I don't know if I'm starting to have some battery power problems or if I'm just not charging it as much as I feel like I am, because I feel like this thing is on charge all the time, and I still feel like it always tells me that it needs more. But maybe I'm just recording more than I realise that I'm recording. So I'm going to head upstairs with my flash duster, pop my camera on charge, dust from upstairs down, and then it's just gone 12:10. So then I think I might sort myself out some lunch. I have got some really nice plans for lunch this week with like the bagels, the cream cheese, avocado, eggs, tomatoes. Like all of those have been purchased for my lunches this week. But I have got a pot of pasta in the fridge, which is leftovers. And I don't like waste, so I'm thinking maybe I do my leftovers today and then eat the other. What's the date on the tomatoes? Okay, so out of all the things that I'm wanting to use for those lunches, it's the tomatoes that go out of date first, and that's the 25th. So I've got 5 days, so that should be fine. I'll have the pasta today, and then the really nice bagel lunches, which I'm so excited for, can start from tomorrow. A quick dust has been done, and now we're moving on to lunch. So this is a fajita pasta. We have chicken, obviously pasta, cheese, cream, peppers, fajita seasoning. I think that might be everything. And then we have got the first of my 2 egg custards as well. And at this very moment in time, let me turn this around. At this very moment in time, I am half regretting getting the 2-pack egg custards because they come in a 2 and they come in a 4. And now I'm feeling like I should have picked up the 4. But you know, need not greed. Need not greed. And that is what I'm going to try and tell myself. I don't even need these, I just want these. But an egg custard is just like the epitome of my childhood. I don't think there is ever going to be something that takes me back to that kind of feeling in the way that an egg custard does. I remember walking through the town with my mum and we'd pick one up from Greg's. Sometimes they used to have almost like a, I don't want to use this word, like a skin on top. And so I used to peel that, eat that first. I mean, there is an art to eating these. So I'm not going to eat it yet because I want to have my pasta first. But step 1 is that you like numb the bumps, like the crust off of the edge. Step 2 is that you get a small, did Bingo just pop out? Oh, do you need to go out? Do you need to go for wee-wees? Come on then. Go on then, don't be too long, it's hot out there. It's very sunny actually. Yes, step number 2 was getting a small teaspoon and eating out the egg custard insides. And then finally you eat the remaining of the crust from around. That might be very niche. I'm probably exposing myself a little bit right now. That's probably very niche, but that is exactly how I will eat an egg custard every single time without fail. I'm literally like, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to go and eat this because I literally can't wait any longer. Have I potentially forgot to speak to you guys from about midday, I think? Yes, I have. But Cal is back home now. We have had our dinner, which was a chicken katsu curry. Loved that. We used the Wagamama's sauce, which is just in a bottle like that. Vegan, obviously Wagamama branded. Absolutely highly rate that sauce. And now I can't say that I've made these at all, but these are frozen. They've been in my freeze out for enough time. I've finally got round to actually getting them out of the packet and shoving them in the oven. So these are little pasta donatas. I love a pasta donata. They are like my kryptonite, probably in a similar way to how I was talking about egg custards earlier. These are like a Portuguese egg custard with flaky pastry rather than like a short crust pastry. I don't know the most about baking, so I am just making those kind of pastry types up. They might be right, they might be absolute bubbles, but yeah, just pop those in the oven. They're going to be ready in 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna have some pasta donatas to snack on. I was going to say best place for pasta donatas, Portugal. Duh, they're Portuguese. But if you are going on holiday to Portugal, whether you've tried one in the UK or not, please give one a go because they're on a different level. Good morning, happy Tuesday. We are in the workout wear again because we are off to Pilates at 9:30. Oh, Cal's just sent me a TikTok. It is 8:20. So we've got about an hour before we need to leave the house. Haven't decided if I'm gonna have breakfast before or after I do Pilates actually. It might have to be after at this rate because I'm going to take Bingo out before it gets too hot for him to be able to walk, because we've not been able to take him out like during the day, so have to take him early and late, so I've got to do that. My entire outfit is Primark, and they're both from that like buttery soft collection, but I just love the colours so much. And also, shout out to Primark, because under this white top, I have on a black sports bra. So there's like a double lined part that goes to like your butt, the bottom of your bust. But yeah, the fact that you literally cannot see at all that I'm wearing a black sports bra, I think is absolutely incredible. So I highly, highly rate this top. I might actually go back and get another at some point because I like it so much. And then these I've had for ages. Again, buttery soft. I've just got, please ignore all of the like fluff on the floor. Bingo likes to rip up his toys. So we can see here that the toucan has had a bit of a head injury, but you know, it's what he enjoys. And then these are going to be my Pilates socks. Again, Primark. So by the time I actually get to the studio, we'll be fully in Primark. But yes, I'm going to walk the pooch first, get to Pilates, and then I'll do breakfast afterwards, I think. Okay, we are back from the dog walk. Honestly, I took him out when I did because the weather said that it's currently 16 degrees, which is fine for a dog to walk in. Tell me why I'm sweating. Tell me why I am sweating. Honestly, I feel like I have the athletic capabilities as like a potato or something. This is not good, but obviously I'm about to go and do Pilates on top of that as well. So now I'll be doubly sweating, which is great. Just filling up my Miyoki cup for the class. I love my Miyoki cup so much. I feel like I rate it so much higher than a Stanley. I did see that there was meant to be an announcement of something that Stanley were bringing out new, but I don't think I've seen that. I rate a Miyoki. First of all, it's pink. We have the rubber bottom so that it doesn't slip. This side, this bit's smaller than this bit so that it fits in a cup holder. You've got a straw bit and like a hot drinks bit as well. A cute little braided handle to be able to, you know, carry your drinks around. It's non-spill, which obviously a Stanley can't really say that, other than potentially this new one that I've not seen. And this was like less than £20, I'm pretty certain. So, and I've had this for 2 years now, maybe? Definitely longer than a year. I rate the Miyoki cup. This isn't sponsored or anything. I'm just genuinely letting you know something that I absolutely love. And that is this Miyoki cup. Bingo is so clever. He can almost sense when I'm just hanging around waiting to leave. And so he's brought himself onto his bed in the kitchen. He always has to go into the kitchen when we're out of the house. That's what he's been trying to do. And so he could just tell, and he's taken himself there, and my little boys. Okay, we are back from Pilates. That was a hard class, I'm not gonna lie. I have, basically for the month, they do the same routine and then new month, new routine, and they'll change things around a bit. So we're on week 3 of this routine. I think I've done it maybe twice. So basically, I've done it before. I know what I'm getting myself into with this teacher's routine. Oh my God, why was that so much harder? Not quite sure what went on there. I'm also just going to nip out the front garden. Basically, we've got so many weeds out there. And I did some weed picking the other day, but I didn't have no gloves or anything. So I left all the ones that looked really spiky. And now the ones that look spiky have like taken over the front garden, and they're really doing my head in actually. So I've got myself some gloves so that I shouldn't get stabbed. Pink, of course. And I'm not going to show you this for obvious reasons. I don't really want to give away my front garden. Sort that out. And then we're going to be able to make that really exciting lunch that I wanted to have yesterday. So I don't know whether to just go the whole hog. So I've got bagels, smashed avocado, tomatoes, and I was going to try and poach an egg. I've never actually poached an egg before. I've done eggs in different ways, but I've never poached an egg before. So maybe I'll have a go at doing that and see if I'm any good at getting like the runny middle. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. Maybe I do that because I've not had any breakfast. It is now 20 to 11. I'm thinking at this rate, I may as well just give up on breakfast and do myself a bigger lunch, because that lunch also sounds amazing, let's be honest. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get the front garden finished first. Okay, the garden has been done. I am really glad that I've got that done actually. It looks a million times better. And now, even though it's 11:30, I am starving. So we're going to get cracking on lunch. I've got the New York lighter bagels. Oh, I forgot that I picked up some Philadelphia actually, because the avocado that I have picked up, smashed avocado, I feel like you've only got 2 days use out of that. There's only 100 grams in there. So I do also have some of the garlic and herb Philadelphia, which I feel would be quite nice. We'll do avocado, tomatoes and eggs today. Oh my god, all my eggs are white. I didn't even look, but all my eggs are white. Free range eggs, brown or white. Huh. Is it unusual to get a full pack of white eggs? White eggs kind of make me feel a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer a brown egg, but they're here now. I feel quite nervous to poach an egg actually. Do I put it in cold water? Do I put it in hot water? How to poach an egg. Bring a saucepan of water to a gentle simmer with a splash of white vinegar, don't have that. Create a gentle whirlpool in the water, crack your egg into a small bowl, carefully slide it into the centre and poach for 3 minutes for a runny yolk. Thank God I googled that, because I think I would have cooked it for a lot more than 3 minutes. Why do I feel nervous to poach an egg? This isn't even funny. But I've got my jug so that I can like carefully tip it into the whirlpool. I've got my 2 eggs, although they do look quite small to say that they are medium eggs, but you know what, that is fine. Boiled the kettle. Okay, I'm just going to let that kind of simmer a little bit. Woohoo! No egg whites. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the first egg. Oh, I need a whirlpool. Whirlpool. And in. I feel like the whirlpool was a bad idea. It now looks really stringy. We're gonna go in with egg number 2, and I'm not going to whirlpool this time. I'm just gonna plop it in, and then I need to start my 3-minute timer. Oh, actually, as that one's plopped in, it's gone stringy as well. I have no clue what I'm doing here, can you tell? So this is how it's looking. I feel like this little section over here looks good, but I don't understand what all this stringy business is about. Do I just like throw that away and just keep this little section here? This is the one that I've put in newer. So this is my most recent one, and I didn't whirlpool for this one. And even though it's still a bit stringy up here, I feel like it's a little bit more together. Does that make sense? That was a really fast 3 minutes. I've only put avocado on one bagel, but apparently my eggs are done now. So where do I put them? Because they're going to be wet. Let me get some kitchen roll. I'll put that inside of this bowl. Oh, what do I pull them out with? Like a big spoon? The one that had the whirlpool is so much smaller than the other one. Right, I need to get constructing my dinner. I am so proud of myself. This is how we are looking, and I think I need to like open a cafe or something, because does that not just look incredible? Obviously, it could taste absolutely appalling. I could have absolutely ruined the eggs, but it looks incredible. Shall we do a little egg test? Please excuse the knife. It's the same one that I've used for the avocado. Okay, we're a little bit runny. It could be a little bit less cooked. There's some harder bits in there, but we are running. So that was the whirlpool one. This one's not the whirlpool one. Okay, whoever told me to whirlpool, you've obviously lied to me, because look at that. Bingo loves eggs, so that's why he's moaning in the background right now. But oh my goodness. Do you ever start something and then wish that you hadn't? Because that is me right now. I am going through my drawers, my wardrobes, everything. And so far, I have this big Primark bag of clothes that I'm hoping to sell. Me and my mom have planned to do a car boot sale in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm just kind of slowly working my way around the house and basically finding things which can be sold, can be taken to the car boot sale. So this is the clothing bag that I am taking, but just in general, I find myself doing things and being like really motivated to like sort things out, and then the motivation leaves me about halfway through, and then I just have stuff surrounding me. You can't even see. I just have stuff behind me, in front of me, surrounding me, that it's just like I can't be bothered to do it anymore, but I know that I need to, because I really don't want to leave my room like this. But does anybody else have problems with getting rid of things? Because, and obviously I've got a big bag of things that I am going to get rid of, but like for the example, I have these. They are Trespass snow boots. I brought them for our trip to Iceland, which was 2023, I think. So I wore them in Iceland, and I can keep them for like UK snow, UK wet weather. But I feel like in the UK you look a little bit stupid wearing snow boots around. Like even if I'm just walking the dog, I would feel like I would look stupid in snow boots. They're also not the comfiest thing in the world. If I'm thinking back to last winter just gone, I feel like I wore my wellies all the time. I don't feel like the snow boots came out at all. So I've probably just answered my own question there, but I'm always the person that's like, but what if I need them in the future? what if I find a purpose for snow boots? Then I'll be really annoyed at myself that I've got rid of the snow boots. Because they were a decent price, but they weren't particularly cheap. See, this is my problem, because now I feel like I've persuaded myself to keep the snow boots as like a just in case. Morning, happy Wednesday. We are actually getting dressed and properly leaving the house today. Bingo has just flicked up, so I don't think he's very happy about that. We have just taken Bingo out, so he's sorted for the morning, at least the day, until we can walk him again when it cools down later tonight. But we've got some fun things to do today, so I'm just trying to plan what I'm going to wear, because like it's still going to go up to 25 degrees today, but it's meant to be cloudy, and I feel like days like that are really hard to dress for because they're not as warm as you think, they're more breezy than you think, but then it's still kind of hot and humid at the same time. I find it quite difficult. So I think I'm going to be wearing these like super ripped jeans from Boohoo. And then I've got 3 different tops that I can't pick between. I've got, I don't know if this is a bit dressy. I'm only going for like a casual afternoon tee. But I've got this brown one from River Island, which has this massive like flower detail on it, and then that dangles like all the way down. It's got pretty little capped sleeves, a little bit frilly. I've got that one. I've not actually wore this one out yet. I haven't found the right outfit to be able to do it. Like, I think it's one of those things that some people will absolutely hate this top, but I think it's really cool. So there's that one. This one's a lot more basic. This is just a baby pink t-shirt. This is from Zara, and that's what it says on the front, the cutest new era. And then this is the back. So it kind of almost looks like tour dates on the t-shirt, but it's more of like a detailed back. My third option that I've picked out for myself, again, quite casual. I'm not like dressing up or anything for today. I'm just trying to put a normal outfit together, and apparently I'm struggling to do that. So this is option 3. It's just a little Puma. Oh my god, I think I wore this top and those trousers last time I saw Laura. So I'm seeing Laura today, and I have a feeling that this top and the super ripped trousers are exactly what I wore last time. So I'm gonna have to say no to this top, even though I do think it's one of the front runners, because I can't wear the same thing 2 times that I see her. Okay, obviously I still have hair and makeup that I need to sort out in less than half an hour, but this is where we're currently at. And I think this is what I'm going to stick with. The trousers are a bit too big and could do with a belt, but I just put a belt on, and then with this top the belt didn't look right. I think it's because the one bit dangles past like where your belt would be. So I think this is just what I'm going to go with. I don't know that I love it, but I feel like there's nothing really else that's standing out in my mind to be like, oh, you could put this on instead. Like, I can't think of anything. So I think this is going to have to do. Maybe when hair and makeup is done, it would look a little less weird, because obviously this doesn't really match this right now. Ta-da! We are ready. The hair and makeup being done does make me feel happier about my outfit choice. I still feel like, you know, possibly could have been better, but this is how we are looking today, and you know what, I'm feeling good. I feel like my makeup has gone really well today, so happy days for that. We are going to get our nails done. So these are what we're currently working with. These are my little strawberry matcha nails, which I think are so cute. I've really enjoyed these actually, but I do already have a plan of what nails I want to get. Where's the screenshot? Here. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm loving, oh gosh, what am I doing? I just wanted to zoom in. I'm loving these like flowers. You've got the zebra stripes, polka dots, another flower on that nail, and then another flower on that nail as well. So I think that was the photo credit there. And yeah, I'm really liking those. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. And then, I don't know if I've told you guys, have I? We're off to afternoon tea after that as well. So I'm very excited for that. We have 5 minutes to leave the house. So I think I might leave my camera here and just get some clips while I'm out, especially for the afternoon tea, because, you know, I haven't seen Laura in a hot minute, and, you know, I always feel awkward like shoving a camera in somebody's face who doesn't want to do the things that I want to do in terms of like YouTube and things like that. So I'm never gonna like pressure somebody to do something that they don't want to do. So I'll just get a couple of clips on my phone and then we will catch up properly when I'm back home. I have just nipped into Sainsbury's because they're the only place that sells Cal's Maryland vegan cookies. So I'm going to pick him up a couple of packs of those, and I'm sure he'll be very happy for that. Okay, I'm back. I feel like that afternoon tea was absolutely divine. We had fresh flowers on the table. We had gorgeous like cutlery, well, it wasn't mugs, it was little like teacups, and so much food that we didn't finish. Not most of it, we ate most of it, but like there was a lot that we didn't finish. But that was so good, and it was a new little find. I knew nothing about it, and I was texting Laura like when we was planning it, like, I can't find this place on Google Maps because it's only been open for a week. So it was like such a good little find that obviously because it's only been open for a week, not many people are gonna know about yet. So that was absolutely stunning. And also, with the amount of food, probably one of the cheapest afternoon teas that I've ever had or seen in my entire life. And then Laura had to pop to the shops over to Merry Hill. I might have fell into Primark. To be fair, I've been really good. There is 3 things in here. Cal might absolutely kill me for this one, which is, oh, I've got my top over it. It's another pair of pyjamas, and he always already goes on at me for having too many pyjamas, but these are just so cute that I couldn't not. So these are part of the Disney pyjamas. They're still in like the boyfriend style, but these are, oh my gosh, her name escapes me right now. Marie, the little cat, or Maria, I can't remember, but you know, from Aristocrats. I know that you guys know what I mean, even though I can't fully remember her name. I feel like I might have got it right though, to be fair, But yeah, I just thought these are so cute with the little stripes and the roses. So soft. You know, we all know the softness of the boyfriend pyjamas material, and this is exactly that. I always wear short sleeves and short legs. You will never find me wearing long leg and long arm pyjamas unless I'm like away somewhere cold. So, you know, if I was in a caravan, if I was camping, I think I wore long legs for when we went to Iceland as well. So there is a few exceptions, but generally I am always in pyjama shorts. Even if it's winter, I'll have my dressing gown, my pyjama shorts on, and then I'll just quickly jump out of my dressing gown and jump into bed when, you know, I'm going to bed. So yeah, absolutely love those. Thought they were so cute. And then I have been saying that I needed a few more workout bits because I'm going to Pilates more than ever because I'm buying this like monthly subscription thing. So I needed some more shorts. So I've just grabbed these little black ones, nothing too crazy, just a normal workout material. They're not like part of that butter soft range, but we've got a pocket on the side there as well, so it'd be good for like runners with like phones or things like that. And it's quite a large waistband. Why is that not focusing? I don't know whether you... What is it doing? There we go. So you can see the large waistband there. These were £9. I don't think you can go wrong with that for £9. And then for £9 again, I've got this super cute little sports bra. And again, I needed another sports bra because obviously after the end of each Pilates session, I'm putting my sports bra in the wash, obviously, but I just don't have enough sports bras to be able to wash and rewear and wash and rewear, and like, you know, I'm not as fast on my laundry washing as I should be. So I've picked up this adorable little polka dot one. It's got a cross back with the little spaghetti straps there as well. It's got quite a strong band to go like underneath your bust. It's got insertable cups, which can also be removed if you'd prefer, but I like to keep the cups in myself. So yeah, I thought that for £9, and even with the shorts, that's such a cute little workout outfit. So I'm quite excited to wear that to Pilates. I have got a class in the morning as well, so maybe this could be my Thursday morning Pilates class outfit. But yeah, those were my 3 little purchases, and I'm not gonna lie, I am obsessed. Oh, I am having a delivery today actually. I'm getting some fake trees. So I'm pretty sure I told you that I was pulling all the weeds up in the front garden. Well, we do also have 3 big plant pots in the front garden as well, and I have had trees in them before. I had 3 flamingo trees. All of them died, not for any fault of their own. I was a bad plant owner, I will be honest. But now I've decided, rather than waste money on plants that I'm just going to keep killing because essentially I keep forgetting about them, I decided I'm going to get some fake ones. So I have these 2 coming today, and then tomorrow, not that one, I have an olive tree coming, which I'm really excited about actually. So that's going to be the olive tree that I'm getting as well. So obviously in the 3 pots it will go like low, high, low. So I'm quite excited to see how that looks, to be honest. I'm hoping that the trees look quite realistic. They were kind of expensive, but also kind of like mid-priced as well. So it's kind of one of them. They could turn out to be anything. They weren't super cheap, they weren't super expensive. So who knows what'll turn up. Hopefully something good and something realistic looking, but we'll have to see. I'll show you when they arrive. Okay, the Parcel has just been delivered. I'm nervous. I don't think this box is what I expected. If anything, maybe this box, but like ×2. But this is the only one that he gave me, so... Although, the box says 1 piece on the side. Can you see that right at the top? It says 1 piece. So now I'm feeling like maybe I should have had 2 boxes. Let's crack it open and see what happens. I'm not too sure how I feel about this. Gosh, something really smells. You know what? No, I'm going to trust the process. It just needs a bit of love. It needs a bit of fluffing out. And it'll be fine. It's almost like a Christmas tree. You know when you need to fluff out your Christmas tree? I'm getting those kind of vibes. But I feel like there's so many branches that I might be here for a while. Even just that, can you see the bottom of that? I feel like you can see the vision, or I'm really kidding myself. I haven't quite decided which yet, but I feel like I can see the vision. This is the one that I haven't done yet. So it was very much a trust the process situation, and I think, you know, as it gets weathered and things like that as well, it'll help make it look a little bit more real and a little bit more natural. But yeah, I think it looks okay, and the best part, I can't kill this one, so yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that in the end, actually. And now I just need to do tree number 2. I won't put you guys through the pain of watching that for a second time. But yeah, I'm gonna work on tree number 2 now. Good morning, happy Thursday. I am going to be so honest, I misplaced my camera last night and I've just found it in a cupboard, because like a lot of the time that I do recording, you're inside a cupboard, just because it seems to be a good height and I can just put you around the place. And yeah, so I've obviously shut you in a cupboard and forgot where I've put you. So found you again this morning, and I've taken Bingo out. I'm about to do, have I got time for a little bowl of cereal? 8:15. Yes, we can do a little bowl of cereal, so I'm going to do that before my, oh my god, what is on my shoe? Oh my god, what is on my shoe? That better be mud. Oh, have I walked on that white rug in the living room? Oh my god. Okay, we've got it off, and I do believe that it was just mud, so thank God for that. This jacket's really hot. I need to take it off. But I was going to show you guys this set. So this is the one that I picked up from Primark yesterday. Is this not the cutest little set. So this is what I'm going to be wearing for my class in just over an hour's time. I get to be able to make my gorgeous lunch today as well. I enjoyed that so much on Tuesday. And then I think there's a good potential that Cal might not be working on Sunday. Oh my God, there's so many little birds in my garden. Yeah, so Cal might not be working on Friday. So then maybe I'll be able to make one for him as well. I hope he enjoys it. 1, 2, I think I've got 5 little birds in my garden. That's so cute. I have just added this little My Protein jacket to my outfit, and I think it makes it so cute with like the little white polka dots matching. So this is my little outfit and we're going to head off to my class now. This is called the Strong Girl. I've never actually done the strong one before and I am as weak as they come, so I don't know how good this is going to go for me. I might need your thoughts, feelings and prayers because I think this is going to be difficult for me to get through. Oh my goodness, that was tough. But, you know, I did it and I actually quite enjoyed it, if I'm being completely honest with myself. I quite enjoyed it. So, did I explain to you? I don't think I explained this morning. So basically, I was booked onto a class called Shred, but that got cancelled because it was just me. So I got moved on to a class called Strong instead. And I was there thinking, there is no way I'm going to be able to do this. I am as weak as they come. I am so weak. I have zero muscle. It just does not exist. Like, yes, it would be something that I would like to build, but I feel like I need to build that in other places before I then go to a class that's called Strong. So that was like my thought process behind it. When they cancelled my Shred and said, oh, move on to the 9:30 class instead, I was like, okay, fine, thinking that it was 2 shreds. Didn't realise that it was actually Strong. So I looked at the calendar, I looked at how long my class credits were still in date for. Basically, I had to use them today. And so I was looking at the other classes thinking, oh, do I change, don't I change? But then like I'd have seen the teacher who like privately messaged me to say to change, and then I was like, that would just be really awkward. Whatever, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to get it done and we'll see what we think of this new class that I've never done before. Tell me why I'm going to be a strong girl. Genuinely, that was actually a really fun class. It was filled with a lot of things that I typically would hate. So we were doing, don't moan at me if I get the names wrong, but we were doing the Russian split squats. I think they're Russian anyway. And so like you've got your foot on the bench and then you're like squatting down on your one leg. There was a lot of things with dumbbells. There was a lot of squats, glute bridges. There was loads of stuff. And so basically, Shred is all of that, but you do 1 minute interval runs on the treadmill in between each thing, whereas the Strong is just each thing. Now with the with the Shred, I was actually scared of the treadmills, I'm not going to lie. It's not the flat ones, it's the one where they're like curved upwards like that, and it's not, like it is powered, but it's not powered. The movement of the like curved thing is entirely by your own feet. You are creating the movement. And so then I found that that was just kind of kept running away with me, getting faster and faster and faster, to a point where it was almost like, I don't know that I can keep up with the treadmill because that just keeps getting faster. Whereas a normal treadmill, you would set the pace and the treadmill would not go any faster or slower than that pace. So in the shred class, I was there hanging onto the bars for dear life because I genuinely felt like I was about to face plant and absolutely embarrass myself on these treadmills. So the fact that I have now essentially discovered a class with all the bits that I did like, minus the bits that I was scared of, no brainer. So I am now a strong girl. Alongside my Pilates and my yoga. Honestly, this place that I go to, they do everything. They're about to open a cafe as well, so that's going to be like acai bowls and all that kind of vibe. Cannot wait. This place just finds more and more reason to take my money, essentially. So I'll be booking onto more Pilates, I'll be booking onto more strong, and I'll be booking onto more hot yoga / hot Pilates as well. Who am I? I am genuinely the girl who used to fake notes from her parents in high school to say that she couldn't do PE. I am the girl who used to forget her shorts so she didn't have to do PE. I am the girl who would hide in the toilets so she didn't have to do PE. Who am I becoming? Because I now really enjoy going to all of these classes. Honestly, make it make sense, but also I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it. I am actually really quite happy about it. I'm having a great time. All the girls there are absolutely amazing. Everybody is so nice. Everybody's so friendly, so welcoming, so supportive. And I'm just so glad that I have a place like that in my life. Look at me getting really deep. This is not what I expected to come on and do with you guys, but it is true. I do think if you can find a place like that that's very like girl gang, women supporting women, whilst moving your body, whilst getting some like individual benefits from it as well. Honestly, I love it there so much. I don't think out of all of the fitness classes that I've ever done, all of like the dance classes that I've ever done, all of the gym classes that I have signed up to and not stuck with, like there is genuinely nowhere where I feel as safe and supported as I do in this studio. I mean, the fact that I was saying this morning that I would never usually wear a sports bra just on its own. I mean, I know I did put the jacket over the top, but that was more so to do with the chill coming to and from Pilates. I keep calling it Pilates even though it was the strong class. So even aside from that jacket, as soon as I got into the room, jacket was off because I was hot. I did a little warm up, I was hot, jacket came off immediately. It was never intended that I was going to wear that jacket for the whole of the session, class, whatever you want to call it. Whereas, like I say, usually I would never have even dreamed of going to a class like this. So I feel like that's kind of something that I've found within myself. There's like a self-confidence element to it, but I also think that self-confidence is like helped by being in a group of people who could not give two shits and will be like, oh my god, that sports bra's amazing, blah 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 blah. Like, nobody cares, but in the best way. I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm absolutely rambling right now, but yeah, if you can find yourself somewhere like that, and I would recommend starting with Pilates places because I feel like that is where these kind of people are. Get yourself to Pilates, get yourself a lovely group of people and have a great time. Anyway, I am now waiting in for a delivery. What I absolutely need to do is get in the shower, and that will be happening as soon as possible. But, oh, Cal's just sent me a screenshot of the tracker thing. So he's ordered something from B&Q. For God's sakes. So Cal texts me to say, looking at the live tracker, I think you'll be home before they arrive. And so I had texted him to say that I was leaving the studio. And I accidentally put, are they not fat then? Obviously I meant, are they not far then? They might be fat, I don't know. Strange question from you. Great, thanks Cal. Okay, so they will probably be here depending on how many drop-offs they have to do within the next half an hour maybe, I would say, unless they've got like a load of deliveries to do. They're not that far away. So the point that I was about to make has just been proven. If I was to get into the shower now, you could bet your bottom dollar that as soon as I step in that shower, that's when the doorbell's going to go. So I'm going to have to sit and wait for about half an hour, might make myself a cup of tea, take in this B&Q delivery for Cal, and then I can get in the shower. I do also need to sort out my trees because they're just in the hallway at the moment. I've got a bag of soil in the shed that I'm going to use to like pack out around the trees for them to like stand up and not fall over in the pots because they're quite light. So I think the smallest gust of wind, they would be fell over immediately. So I'll be like messing with dirt and stuff, which then would make sense for me to have my shower later. But the way I feel, I need that shower now. Maybe I'll end up having 2 showers today. We'll have to see if I get dirty from messing with this soil or whatever. I'm gonna sit and wait for this delivery and then I'm going in the shower. So I will speak to you guys later on, because also I'm now realising that I have just rambled for 11 minutes. What the actual helly? And I didn't put my camera on charge last night. Oh my God, look how red I am. We're not going to talk about how red my face goes when I've had a good workout, but you know, it means it's a sign of good workout, isn't it? So I'm not going to moan about it, but my face does go very red. So yeah, camera's going to go on charge while I do all of these bits, and I will see you guys after my shower. The shower has been had. I feel clean, I feel fresh. The plaits are back in. The delivery has arrived as well, and that is for the kickboards at the bottom of like kitchen cupboards. So obviously Cal's doing his bits and bobs. Hey Bingo. So you can see underneath that one's not got the board on, but this one, Cal's just put the board on here. And I don't know that it's like showing as well on camera, but it makes such a difference. This is literally so exciting. Okay, so I've just finished making lunch again. Here is the first one, which is going to be Cal's. And then this one is mine. So I've got one avocado one, but I also have one cream cheese one as well. So this is garlic and herb Philadelphia on the white one, but other than that, they're exactly the same. So I'm really excited to try the other option, to be honest. We are out of smashed avocado now, so I'm either going to have to buy some more or fully move on to the cream cheese, but we shall see how that goes. Cal's finished the bottom of the cupboards. Obviously, this bit over here just needs a little bit of paint on the end. We can do that, but it makes such a difference. Oh my gosh, look how dirty my oven gloves are. I need new oven gloves by the looks of it, but it literally makes such a difference. It looks so like complete and finished. I'm so happy with it. So my next tree is here. This is the olive tree that's gonna go in between the two little trees that came yesterday. Oh my gosh, that's really heavy. So first impressions, I do think she's looking a little bit fake, but hopefully not too bad. You know what? I actually think that looks really good. The base is really super heavy, so that will help keep it in the pots that I've got outside already. But you know what? I actually think it's really nice. Obviously, some of these are a little bit crumpled from being in the box. I'm hoping that just over time they will kind of chill out a bit. But you know, once I've like messed with it a bit, I think it does look better. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm excited to get them outside actually. Hi guys, happy Friday. It is actually 12 midday. I apologise for not picking up the camera, but having said that, really not much has happened. We've had a really lazy morning. Cal's off work today as well. So we've just chilled, watched TV, and that has genuinely been about it. I have just made my lunch, but you've already seen me make the same lunch 2 times already this week. So I thought you're probably not going to want to see that again, because like I say, exact same lunch, the bagels, the tomatoes, the egg, you know what I'm on about. And this is the first part of my day where I'm doing something kind of exciting, so I thought I'd bring you guys along for it as well. Basically, I've spoken to you about this on one of my vlogs before. I have this mole on the side of my neck, and I have decided that it is time for it to go, and the appointment for that to happen is in less than an hour. So I'm about to gather my stuff together and head out the door and say goodbye to my mole. There's a number of reasons why I have chosen to do this. I find it irritating, like especially when I'm wearing certain clothes that have like high necks or something, it gets really irritated. I catch it on various things, like I say, clothing, my hair, hairbrush, lots of different things. I just think also it'd look a bit nicer without it. It's quite a large mole. Just a number of reasons why I want to do this. The woman who I'm getting it done with is qualified and trained, and is actually a trainer for other people in like aesthetics and stuff like that. So she's doing this for me. It's not something that I'm doing through the NHS. It's something that I'm paying for, because I don't think like medically there's anything wrong with the mole. It's just something that I want to do for myself. So obviously it's not going to be something that is done on the NHS. I have had one removed on the NHS before, but that's because it started looking a little bit funky, and I was like, yeah, okay, for safety we're going to remove that. My mole is going, and like even just saying this to you right now, my heart is beating. I'm getting a little bit nervous about it, but all like leading up to today and even this morning, I have been so sound about the thought of this. To be fair, I haven't even really thought about it, but now the nerves are slightly creeping in, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. What's the worst that can happen? I've already had one off before. I know that that was completely pain-free with the like numbing stuff that they gave me. So yeah, we're going to pack a bag. I think I'm going to take this Rita Ora one from Primark. Oh look, I've got rubbish in here. So yeah, let's grab our stuff together and head over to the salon, I guess. Okay, we are here, we have made it, and now my heart is really going pitter-patter. But I do need to go because I've got like 2 minutes until my appointment's actually meant to be starting. So let's head in. I can't. Okay guys, we are back in the car. It is almost an hour later, although I say it's almost an hour later. I had my numbing cream on for quite a while, so I definitely was not getting done for the best part of an hour. She did say I bled quite a lot, and I've not seen what it looks like because I've got a plaster over the top of it there. It was a weird sensation, but it didn't really hurt that much, to be honest. Like, I could feel it, and like at times I felt like I needed to like wiggle my toes, or I had some stress balls that I held as well, so sometimes I gave those a little squeeze, sometimes I wiggled my toes, but other than that, like, it really wasn't that bad. She was saying that usually you would take the plaster off before bed tonight and then like let it air out overnight, but she's actually sent me away with 2 more plasters, so I'll be putting one on for bed. I'll take this one off, change it for a new one before bed tonight, and then I'll do the same thing tomorrow morning for tomorrow, and then that'll be it, hopefully. It will start like scabbing over, which I know sounds horrible, but we're in a development process now. But I am 1 mole lighter, and you know what, to be fair, even like I'm looking in the little viewfinder here, so I can't really see like precise details, so I can't actually see the plaster as I'm looking at the viewfinder, but I can see that there's no mole there, which I feel is quite exciting. I'm quite excited about it. So yeah, it didn't really hurt too much. There was a weird smell. Now this is going to sound absolutely vile, so if you have like a soft stomach or whatever the phrase is, you might want to skip ahead like 10 seconds. But the smell, the only thing that I could describe the smell as would be when you have one of those electric tennis racket looking things to swat flies, and then you catch a fly in it and it's like sizzling the fly. I can't believe I'm saying this. Sizzling the fly, and there's this kind of like weird fly burn smell. It smelled a little bit like that, I'm going to be completely honest. I could see little bits of smoke coming off at times. That was a bit strange. And then the actual feeling on my neck, I couldn't feel for the whole time. It was only certain like bits that she did, I guess, that felt almost like zapping. I don't know. I know that she did it like a burning thing. It felt like a zapping thing. I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, I am really excited about this. So I just need to make sure I stick to the rules and do what I am told to do. Keep it dry, keep it clean, etc, etc. But yeah, that is my exciting thing of the day. So yeah, I now need to drive home. My actual neck feels fine, like I have no pain, but because of the plaster, the skin on my neck feels stuck, but I know that that's the plaster, not the actual procedure. So I feel like when I'm going to be driving, instead of like turning my neck, I feel like I need to turn like my whole body, just because yeah, my neck skin is like not moving with this big plaster on. But yeah, that is how I've spent my Friday afternoon. Absolutely insane. Right, I'm gonna stop talking and I want to get home because I feel like I need a drink. I might ring Cal and ask him to put a Pepsi Max in the fridge for me, so then I can have a crisp Pepsi Max when I get home. Okay, it is a little bit later now and I'm going to make some banana bread. This angle's really low. Maybe I need to put you in the cupboard again. But I'm using the Creative Nature, is that what it says? Yeah, Creative Nature banana bread recipe. So obviously it's like a pre-mixed thing. And then I just add 2 bananas, 50 grams of butter and an egg. Obviously this is vegan, so you can do it with 3 bananas and 50 grams of dairy-free spread. We don't mind eggs in this house, if you couldn't tell by all of my lunches that I've had. So we're going to do the standard recipe of the 2 bananas, the butter and the large egg, but obviously we will still be using the lactose-free butter because that's what Cal can have. Okay, I think that angle's a million times better. It does say large bananas, and you know, that's my hand. I would not say that that is a large banana, so do I do 3? I might do 3. I wouldn't mind if it was a little more banana-y than usual, because these just aren't big bananas. So I'm gonna do 3 of those. And I might have this one as a snack in a second. So that can wait there. So let's get mashing these bananas. If you want a little baking hack, I've got one for you. So basically, with your baking paper, I personally always found it really difficult to get it to sit inside of the tin. So you cut your baking paper to size, and the best thing to do, crumple it up and then fold it back out so that it's crumpled like that, and then you are able to shape it to your tin without it just keep jumping back out every time. Everybody is probably already aware of that, but that's just my life hack for anybody who needs it. So I'm just going to pour my mixture into the tin now. There we are, here she is. And she's about to go in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes at 180 degrees. So we will come back in 45 minutes. Oh gosh, I've done this angle really low. It's time for it to come out of the oven though. I'm so proud of that. So that is my finished banana bread. I think I'll leave the paper kind of close to it for a while before fully pulling it away. Let it cool down and everything first. But my banana bread. It smells amazing in here, to be fair. So Cal has just come home from picking up the goods, which is a Chinese takeaway. Honestly, I started doing this as a bit of a joke, and now I actually fear that it's part of, I was gonna say part of my vocabulary. Obviously it's not, because I'm not saying it, but like, I do it quite a lot. It started as a joke, it's no longer a joke. Prawn crackers, chips, 2 fortune cookies, see what they say later. Egg fried rice. Mine is sweet and sour chicken, Cantonese style. And what have you had this time, Cal?
Chicken in bacon sauce.
Chicken in pecan sauce, if you couldn't hear him say that from the living room. And that is dinner for tonight. I am so excited. I'm gonna have, I think I want the green one. Let's see what my fortune says. A cheerful letter or message is on its way to you. Is that a fortune? I feel like that, you know, cheerful's a good thing. I shouldn't complain. Right, I am going to plate this up, eat this, and then basically we are in for a chilled night. We are working our way through Orange is the New Black. For me, it's a rewatch, although you know what, I actually can't remember much of it. and for Cal, he's watching it for the first time. So we're working our way through that, which is quite fun. I know that I really enjoyed Orange is the New Black last time, and I'm already enjoying it again this time. So we'll continue rewatching that. And then it's a Friday evening, so Cal will go and play on the PC with his friends. I think he said he's playing Mecha Chameleon tonight, so that means that I'm gonna have a go. So I'll be able to jump on, paint my little man, usually badly. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. So I will try and steal his thunder on the PC tonight. And that's going to be it really. So I don't feel like there's much point continuing the vlog for much longer, because like I say, not much is really going to happen other than chilling and playing games. So thank you so much for spending the week with me. I do feel like this will end up being quite a bit longer of a video than what I usually put out. So please let me know if you prefer this kind of longer content style, because I feel like this is going to be about an hour. If it's any longer than that, I do apologise. But if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I really hope you've enjoyed spending the week with me, and I will see you guys. I'm going to vlog tomorrow actually, but that's going to be a separate video, so you will have to come back for that, and I will see you guys in the next one.